Hello everyone, it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm a content creator here on YouTube, sharing my life, living and working in London. Thank you for clicking to this video, and if you find these videos helpful, please like, share and subscribe. I will thank you forever. Quick background story, I'm from Taiwan. I studied digital marketing at King's College London. I then found my full-time job as a marketing operations analyst. And then working about 1 year, I jumped to become a marketing operations specialist and further marketing manager role. In this video, I want to share with you some common interview questions I've been asked before and how I answer them. When you talk about how to find a marketing job in the UK, it's very broad. I can talk for hours, from prepping, writing your CV, how to come up with the cover letter, how to narrow down to specific marketing field, what kind of corresponding skill you need, and course and certificate and bootcamp that might be helpful for you to help you get to where you want to land. But this video is all about interview. Interview is a badass, and that's why I want to film an individual video talking all about it. I recommend you to watch this video to hear about my story, visa situation, and my tips throughout the process. Okay, so interview. Let's get straight to the questions. I'm really going to share with you my sample answers. I'm not going to say like this is gonna be asked in the interview and what you should talk about, what you should mention. I'm not doing that. I'm sharing with you my answer. So that's really my personal experience. So always take it with a grain of salt and use this framework to integrate with your own experience. Disclaimer, I use this answer to find my first full-time job, so their success backed me up, but I wouldn't use this answer now because I have more experience now. And my answer is certainly not perfect. And this is for my first job ever, so I use a lot of uni project experience and my internship experience to demonstrate as my example, which I suggest you also do. In the UK, behavioral questions are really common. As an employer, use this to see how you did in the past and to assess whether you fit into this role and the company culture of theirs. And here are the interview questions you will need to excel. Let's go. Tell me about yourself. This is probably the most crucial question of all time. My sample answer is like this. First of all, thank you so much for your time today, Diana. I'm going to introduce myself in the following structure, starting with my personal highlight, followed by some key feature of my career experiences, and last I'll wrap up with my skills and my ambitions and goals for this role. I'm a digital marketing graduate from King's College London. As a young professional who's really keen on building a career in marketing, I have exposed myself to the hands-on internship experience and worked as a King's digital marketing ambassador for over a year while studying my master, which my main responsibilities are managing social media materials and hosting university online events. I have gained internship experience across different sectors. As you can see on my CV, consultancy, medical supply, mental health service company, etc. I really try to expose myself to different things. The experience of working in B2B and B2C companies really helped me familiarize myself with the business model, and I've accumulated experience in lead generation, social media strategy, and campaign creation in multiple channels, including offline and digital pay ads perspectives. I'm always learning and improving, from a supporting member to an internship team lead to take ownership of my own project. I've been preparing myself for a full-time marketing role, which I wish I could have a real impact on. Finally, for my goals in this role, I understand XYZ sector is an agile, dynamic industry where I could deepen my skill in marketing program in this role. Through my previous experiences, I have developed my organizing skill for working in a fast-paced marketing environment, attention to detail, and then most importantly, my communication skill while working with different stakeholders. I'm very passionate to apply my skills to this role. So at this point, the hiring manager knows a little bit more about me. This actually seeing my vibe, how I introduce myself, what type of experience I have. My main tips for the answer is the 3-point structure. No matter what question is, I have 3 points in my mind, and I literally can start talking based on those 3 bullet points. Sometimes with a good story, I can only talk for 2 points to make sure my answer won't be too long and not to bore my interviewer. Another proven to be very successful and effective way of answering structure is the STAR approach, which stands for situation. Explain the situation. What was the challenge? Task. What were the tangible or non-tangible things you need to do to resolve this challenge? And action. What did you do? Even within the team, specify what did you do? What did you contribute? And results. Tell a positive result as your conclusion. For example, create a good team spirit, win an award, got validation from your manager, etc., etc., as long as it's positive. So that's the best storytelling structure. And I would also say this in the end, reflect on myself. I'm satisfied with my approach of XYZ, or looking back, I would like to improve XYZ, but this was a great opportunity for me to learn and improve XYZ. This is very important, especially when the question is about like, what's your main weakness? What's your failure? Tell me about a time you failed something. You can't literally tell them anything serious. Basically just tell them a story and try to tell this story good and engaging and what you learn from it. Show them you're eager to learn, show them you are competent of learning from past mistakes, and that's the actual underlying answer the interviewer wants to hear. And using this technique, you're showing them you are who they're looking for. What's your main weakness? I would say when I studied for my master, I used to say yes to everything or even volunteer to do more. I guess it's because I want to be more valued, but I ended up burnt out and couldn't really bring out the best results of my work. So that was a real failure to me. By that experience, I learned to be more realistic and flexible about my workload. The critical skill I learned from that experience is the prioritizing skill. I learned to prioritize my tasks and stick to the schedule for myself and the team. And also I've been using project management tools such as Notion, Monday, Trello board, to help keep on track of all the deliverables. Looking back, I'm really happy I went through that hard time, so I can greatly improve my time management and prioritizing skill now. Why this position? There are a couple of things I look for when I apply for this role. First, the company mission in XYZ industry and whether this role uses my strength. I believe being in a good environment will help me and the company thrive together. From my own research, it appears XYZ is your company mission, and that really resonates with me. Second, having studied the job description, I believe to really succeed in this role, this person must possess strong marketing, campaign execution skill, and great time management skill. I have both of these. For example, I'm the team lead in my internship to manage all the social campaigns deliverable, and I'm the one to check all team members to make sure they provide their copy on a timely manner. Lastly, combining my interests and skills, I see this role helping me develop into a true expert in XYZ field and will greatly help the growth and added value to this team. In this example, I have demonstrated I did my research in this role and I have story to validate myself to qualify for this job. It's important to prepare a longer answer or story, so when you're nervous, you forget things, you still have a fine length of answer, and then you'll be fine. Why this company? Or why do you want to work for us? My structure is like this. First, core products. Second, company mission. Third, career plan. It doesn't matter if it's just 2 points. When you can only explain 2 points well in that moment, that's fine. It's just that you have to speak in structure, logical way for the hiring manager to know what you're trying to sell. And here's my sample answer. That's a great question. I have done some research and there are a few reasons why I want to join this company. First is the core product. It's really interesting to see how your company built product A and you're the leader in this industry. I believe being interested in the product is really important to discover all the marketing potential outside of the usual buying journey. I can see what's the extra touch points I can add value into the marketing campaign. Second, product A has the underlying mission that's in line with the company mission A, and I do believe in that mission. Finally, I believe this role fits my career development plan. I would like to expand my XYZ skill to the XYZ level. I see this opportunity as a way to contributing in this exciting and forward-thinking industry. My skills are well suited for the role and I can't wait to expand it even more. So those are the reasons why I want to join. So you know my answer always come with bullet points, very clear points, and then expand it a little bit, not too much, because I want to intrigue the interviewer to ask me more questions so our conversation can flow more naturally. And then I always add a little bit of concluding sentence to let them know my stories ends here. Any question to me? You also have to be able to detect similar questions that you can totally give the same answer. Like the previous question, why do you want to join? Why this company? Is completely the same as why do you want to work for us? Or what do you know about our company? You can well prepare your bullet points answer and apply to different questions. Here's another one. Why should we hire you? In my mind, the answer is already in the database, which you should too. You should have all your answer in your database and you just like dragging them out and then answer with confidence. First, job description match hard skill. Second, my soft skill also match the job description. Third, example of what I did. This is a critical question, thank you for asking. Based on the job description and the research I've done, your company is looking for a marketing executive with an innovative mindset to grow your business in XYZ sector. In my internship, I was responsible for generating and tracking creative campaigns across multiple social media channels. The Facebook ad campaign I created drove 20,000 impressions and 8,000 engagements. And the engagement performance was improved by 210% by implementing optimized target audience. I found that audience by tracking the performance in different demographic group, lookalike audience, and perceive the most engaging audience across those groups in order to strategically target them. By doing this, I communicate and coordinate with my manager a lot in order to really find the sweet spot as our optimized target audience. Other than data-driven, I'm very innovative in content creation, such as providing viral LinkedIn posts using storytelling approach. The average of the like of the post grew from 30 to average over 1,000, and the growth motivates me to do more, try more, and I will bring that innovative spirit to the company once I join. And that's why I think you should hire me. If you're still a student, this is your first time ever full-time job interview, you can use a lot of university projects or short-term marketing experience or bootcamp to demonstrate your skills. Trust me, it's all about storytelling. Let's do another one. Why should we hire you, but not others? As always, 3 points. First, very fast learner. Second, added value, match with the job description. Third, a strong communicator. I'm sure you interview other good candidates, but there are a number of things I believe that makes me stand out. First, I'm a very fast learner. I can come into the team and start contributing quickly. For example, I know it's listed in job description to manage daily social media execution, and I already have the skill and experience. So I will really work hard in the onboarding training to pick up the way the team doing. Second, I always seek value to add into the company I work in. I'm looking to help business to grow commercially, and that includes expanding my commercial awareness, doing proactively market research and social listening on all the social media channels, which many others won't even do it. I believe my skills and qualities are a good match. But the most importantly is, again, I'm an active communicator. So I can communicate and coordinate with multiple stakeholders smoothly. And those are the points why I think I really stand out from others. Tell me about a time you handle stress and pressure. How do you handle stress or pressure? Same structure. I guess at this point you're getting familiar with it. First, organized. Second, professional attitude. Third, motivation. I'm the person to thrive under pressure, to be honest. I like to be involved in many things, which push me to work in a diverse workload. For example, I now work as a freelancer in company A, and I'm learning programming to upskill my analytical thinking, and also being a content creator in my spare time. That obviously multifaceted and comes with stress and pressure. My first step in managing stress is to try to keep my workload super organized. So I'll write down all the tasks, maybe have a chart to visualize my workload. Then I will split the tasks into smaller chunks and set deadlines so it's easier to stick to the schedule. Second, I tend to keep my attitude very professional. So when there's a challenge and that stresses me out, I will find a solution to solve it rather than let it consume me. Otherwise, I will also seek out for my manager's guidance. Last, I believe doing anything will come with a little bit of pressure. And I believe those pressure will motivate me to do better and beyond. So yes, that's how I handle stress and pressure. And then I will go through some behavioral questions which likely to happen in your interview super fast. Tell me about your time you faced challenge and how you solved it. Tell me about the most successful project you've done. Same, use STAR approach to tell a story and end with a positive note. What do you like to do in your leisure time? How would your friends describe you? What are the most important things to you in a job? I would probably say, first, agree with company mission. Second, I can find value in this role, match with the job description, maybe link with the company's value or link with the job description, the qualities they mentioned. Third, have the career future to explore. Show that you're eager to grow in this company. Your personal values. For me, first, a very disciplined leader. Second, goal-oriented. Third, always keep learning. Your biggest competency, or what's your biggest soft skills, or what's the skills you value the most. First, super organizing skill. Second, my communication skill, sometimes combined with my cultural background. So I'm an international working in the UK, and how did I thrive under those like multicultural environments. Third, resourceful. As a problem solver, I can't really solve everything, but it's important to be resourceful and ask for help and find the right person to help me achieve my goals, etc., etc. You get the idea. And also some marketing skill-based questions. Where do you get marketing trend information? Hootsuite, Digital Marketing Trend Report, ChatGPT, LinkedIn, all the marketing groups. Influencer marketing is basically everything in your life. Tell them, show them how passionate you are into this. What would you do in Google Analytics? I would analyze in my understanding in a simple way. First, acquisition, analyze the traffic and customers' demographic. Second, behavior. You can check the click-through rate, engagement rate, the bounce rate on the website. Also site content such as drill down content to see which page is more popular and perform well. Third, conversion. Will we set goal for the company to measure the metric? For example, purchase, download content, sign up newsletter, demo request. And that's pretty much it. Another question which is very important. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years time? I mean, that's for like literally all the interviews. Or what are your long-term goals? Or what's your midterm to long-term career plans? The reason why the hiring manager asks this is they want to know your intention to work in this company. Whether you want to work long-term, what's your career plan, do you have a plan? Whether it fits the company's current financial and commercial plan. So in my answer, first, marketing manager, tick. Second, senior and the decision maker. Third, being a mentor. In 5 years, there are some things I would like to accomplish. First, my goal is to be a true expert in XYZ sector, in XYZ marketing program, and at that time, I'll be ready to take on more responsibilities and be promoted to a higher position. I can see myself being a marketing manager or a senior marketing manager. Second, I will also be ready to lead a team and take on the role like a mentor in the company so that we get more and more talented people to join the team. To be honest, my ultimate long-term goal is to become a very senior marketing manager or even the head of marketing, to be the decision maker who can make a critical strategic decision for the company in this industry and be able to expand the company to a larger scale. So yeah, that's my career plan. In my case, I basically answer in a way to climb the corporate ladder, which is like executive, like marketing manager, senior marketing manager, head of marketing, blah, blah, blah. But some of you might want to work as an individual contributor, and that's totally fine. But you might need to look for what answer will be like for an individual contributor, like deepen your skill in certain area, what type of project you want to work to add value to this company, etc. I'm just saying this to let you know there's no perfect answer, and it's always changing. It's very flowy, so you can just honestly answer your career plan in your situation. So when your future boss finish their questions, they will ask, do you have any questions? In this case, yes, yes, yes. There is no option saying you have no questions. That is not allowed. Basically, you must be 1000% don't want to join this company or have no interest to be hired, so that you would say, I have no questions. Because then you're showing zero interest, zero curiosity to this role, to your boss, to the team, to the product, to the whole company. You have no interest at at all. So there you go. Always ask questions. And here are some of the questions I will ask at the end of the interview. What advice would you give to the successful candidates who wants to do a really good job in this role? What's the culture like in this company? What's your favorite part working in this team and your role? What's the most challenging things in this role? Do you foresee I can do well in this role? Is there any challenge your team is facing right now? And how can I be able to support in this role? What does success look like in this role? And how do you measure it? Could you briefly explain the opportunities for professional development? Is there any structure plan? Could you give me some feedback? What do you think about me being in this role? Usually these questions are very good to lead to a more in-depth conversation, and it gives you more information and detail about this role and the team. Always remember, the interview is between you and the hiring manager. It's mutual, and it's important for you to feel the vibe from them as well. It's their responsibility to answer you, and it's your perfect chance to find out more, so make use of it. You can also reiterate the day-to-day responsibilities of this role to make sure you understand correctly. And you can also ask the following step for the hiring process. How long should you expect to hear the next step? It's honestly not too pushy, but shows that you're on top of this hiring process and you're being realistic, and you're probably quite hot on the job market. You have other companies' opportunities, you have maybe other offer letters, so this company better move quick. And that's the end of the interview question tips I will give you. Finally, let's talk about salary expectations. This could come out at the end of your interview, or maybe the beginning, or already being asked by HR. However, I would like to remind you to protect yourself, because the second you put your numbers out there, that's it. You can't change it. You can never get a higher salary from what you've told them. So do your best to dodge the question. You can flip the question and ask them back. I didn't see the salary range for this role on the website, and as far as I like to provide my values, I will also like to ask you what range you have in mind for this role. To be honest, it's a very common mind game. I fell into this trick before as well. When I was looking for my first marketing full-time job, my answer was like this. I'm happy you asked the question. Based on my research, an annual salary between blah blah to blah blah is in line with the industry average. And in order to reflect my skill and experience in blah blah blah, I believe the range from blah blah to blah blah is a good match. But I'm open to discussing the numbers with you. This is not a bad answer, but I put the exact numbers out there, and then the outcome was I got the highest number what I put, but then I was thinking I might be able to get even higher. But that could be another topic we can talk about. How to increase the salary on your offer letter, how to negotiate that within your package. And there's always pressure from HR to try to find out the numbers from you. So it's really uneasy to try to avoid the question. But looking back technique. I got what I asked for. So now I would suggest you to ask the question back. Because what if the range is better than you anticipated? It could just turn out really great for you. After the interview has finished and I also sent out the thank you note, even if I have very positive feedback and I have high hopes for this role, I still try to treat it as I already didn't get it and move on to applying more roles and preparing for my other interviews. This mindset helps me get through some difficult rejection when I was at the last stage and being rejected. Remember, the hard work will pay off. It's never that you're not good enough. There are too many possibilities for the companies to choose another candidate and not you. They could have longer experience than you. They could have a really good banter with the manager. They could have a lower salary expectation. The important thing is don't let this impact you. Move on. Treat it as you already didn't get it. Keep yourself busy and apply more. Your chance will come. Alrighty, we're at the end of this video. I'm so happy to finally film this video, and I feel like I've given it out. My structure, my thinking process, my sample answer. I really hope it's useful. Final tips, always big yourself up. Be confident about your story and believe you will get the offer letter. And you're gonna be so happy when you hear the congratulations. I hope you achieve your success. Remember to give a thumbs up to this video and share this video to your friends if you find this useful. And most important, subscribe to my channel. Comment down below your feedback or questions or what other topics you want to hear more, or DM me at my Instagram, Meet Melanie Ma. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!